Okay, here are we in part two where I'm gonna demonstrate how we're gonna get the client ID, client secret, and refresh token before we publish the app. So here we go. So again, back to our 5 items that are in the folder. I have instructions in how to obtain this client ID and client secret. All right, so just you can scroll down, and there's a step that Typhoon has created. And to get the client ID and secret code, we're gonna go to you can go to Purview Apps, register.php, and here is a step-by-step process of how to get the client ID and the secret code. And I'm gonna do that right now for you. Okay, good. So we're gonna go to Google Development Console for that. So again, we're gonna get the client ID and client secret. Perfect. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is we're gonna create a project. Let's see, we're gonna name it demo visual survey. Demo. Perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Gonna create the new project. This usually takes a minute, so you gotta just wait a little bit. Okay, let's see where everything is. Okay, good. All right, once we're here, now we're gonna be connecting our Fusion table again to the authorization and the client ID and client secret. So we're gonna have to activate our Fusion tables. We're gonna have to enable it. Now we're gonna go to enable. There we go. Once Fusion table API is enabled, you're gonna create a credential. There we go. The setting that you will need to configure is going to be other Windows UI tool, and we're going to be accessing the user data. And before this, let's make a name again. Just keep it all the same. Great. All right, this is pretty important. So just download your client ID. Perfect, done. And in the client ID, once you open it, it's going to have our secret code and the client ID there. So once we open it, client ID is right here. The secret is starting from here to here. But the easier way to do it is with Google. We can just click on here, edit all client, and it's going to show you the client ID and client secret. So just copy the client ID and paste it here. Again, no spaces, anything, make sure. And you notice it's really long. That's how it's supposed to be. And we have our client secret. So these two things are the two things that you do not want to share. Anybody breaking into your app and destroying it. and finding out what your refresh token is. Otherwise, just the app itself is going to be compromised, but the data that goes through to the Fusion table are secure because the Google itself keeps any breacher hacker into getting your data. So just make sure from here your password, and it's going to be administrator who sets and who can share the material. So the submitted things, the survey and the user code, are low risk to get compromised and to be revealed because they're protected by Google. Okay, so that you have a peace of mind. All right, once we have our client ID, client secret, now we're going to get a refresh token. To get a refresh token, we're going to be utilizing our Fusion DB prototype file to download, and we're going to be using our tablets, the AI Companion, in order to gain access to that. And I'll give step by step how to do this. So connect. Actually, let me cut this video. In the next video, I'll show just how to get the refresh token.